Oh my gosh. Freaking so good. Hello. Hi everybody. Please enjoy my fish tank background right now. Also, I'm sorry if you can hear it or if you can hear the rain outside. I'm having a bit of technical difficulties recently, and I'm filming this on my iPad, which is the first video I've ever filmed on an iPad. I hope that it's clear enough. And I'm sorry if I keep looking here, but I'm trying to make sure that everything is like in focus and in frame. But I'm gonna do my best to look at the camera. But oh my gosh, happy 2024. What the actual heck? So the last time I uploaded a video was at the very beginning of December, and I was planning on doing Vlogmas. Obviously that failed. I need to just stop with the trying to do like challenges, I think, because for some reason, and this is like in multiple aspects of my life, this is something I'm working through currently. When I like sign up or like say I'm gonna do a challenge, I like psych myself out, and I think it has something to do with like my fear of failure and also fear of success. So where that comes from or anything, I still haven't figured that out, but something I need to work through. It is, yeah, in multiple aspects of my life, I notice the same pattern. So working on that. I'm sure that as I work through that, I will share more with you guys, because I do want to document everything. That like fact has never wavered. Like I've always wanted to keep a record of like things that go on in my life and things to look back on, and I've said it a billion jillion times. I freaking love going back and watching old videos of mine from like years and years ago when I actually used to do this frequently, and I want to get back to that. Clearly it's going to be a bit of a slower process than I originally intended or expected, but that's okay because I'm here. I'm really trying my best to just do it messy. I don't know. Anyway, I am rambling now. It's not important. What is important is this is the first video of 2024, and I have so many updates for you guys. I'm just gonna jump in. I have written myself some notes in my little agenda book here, so I'm just gonna jump right in. Yes, so like I said, Vlogmas was a fail. I actually did record quite a few small snippets, but when I was looking through it all, none of it was like cohesive enough to make an actual video out of them. It was just like tiny little snippets that would have been better just as like an Instagram story, to be honest, because not a ton of context there. Then also it felt like, was it just me, or did that like holiday season go by ridiculously fast? Like it felt like I posted that first video at the beginning of December, and then all of a sudden it was Christmas, like in a blink of an eye. And frankly, like there wasn't snow. Like we still haven't had snow here in Vancouver, which is kind of weird. We've had snow for the last few years around Christmas time, but whatever. Global warming, I guess, which is, for me, like I felt it was actually kind of disappointing, even though snow gives me like ridiculous amounts of anxiety, and I always say that I hate snow, but not having snow this year was like kind of, it like took a little bit of the magic away from Christmas. I don't know. Anyway, overall, had a really good holiday season. I have been off work for most of December, and I'm off work this week as well, which has been so freaking nice. I feel so much better. And I was not doing well in November. So taking most of December off was like definitely necessary. And I'm so excited now, looking forward into the new year for all of these new like projects and adventures I'm planning on getting into, which is super exciting, which I will share more with as time goes on. So I just need to point out that this guy here, this blue fish with the yellow face, his name is Magic, and he is crazy. He swims around so much. And yes, there is a dory in this tank. This is a saltwater tank. There's Dory right there. And there are 5 fish in here, so see if you can count them all swimming around. But Magic is just very distracting, so I figured I would let you know who is distracting you in this video. But yeah, so Christmas, as far as Christmas festivities go, we watched quite a few movies. Obviously did like a gift exchange, went and saw Dexter's family. I went and saw my family. It was really nice. Look at this little guy. I got this in my stocking, and his name is Gingy. Like, his little name on the tag was Gingy. And like, I don't want to put him away. He's just so cute. So Gingy might stay around all year this year. I haven't fully decided yet because I haven't put away any of my Christmas decorations yet. Because I put them up so late. I put up my decorations so freaking late. It was like probably the second week of December they went up, so it just feels like they haven't been around long enough yet. But I'm gonna probably put them away. Well, I will put them away this weekend, most likely. Yes, so there's that. Now I have a huge life update, which you may know already if you follow me on Instagram, and you may have noticed already if you are paying close attention to this video. But I am now engaged. Oh my gosh. So, it's so pretty. Yes, so Dexter proposed to me on Christmas Eve, which was just like perfect. We were in Harrison Hot Springs at the Harrison Hot Springs Resort, which is like one of our favorite places in the entire world. It's so relaxing. It actually wasn't that relaxing this time because little did we know, this freaking resort is like a hot destination for families to spend Christmas, which we had no idea. We've never been like so close to Christmas, and it was busy. It was busy, and there were a lot of children, and it was not as like serene or like as zen as it usually is, because typically when it's less families, it's a lot quieter. It's our one of our favorite places in the world that we've ever been to together, because it's actually where our relationship like blossomed. And yeah, it's just like a really special place to us. So I kind of knew it was coming. I did know it was coming, but he did still surprise me like in the exact moment. But yes, so we're engaged. It's so exciting. I might post wedding planning stuff here. I don't really know yet. We're not doing like something big and traditional. We're going to definitely do something a lot smaller, and like more intimate and special for like the closest people in our lives, which will be very nice, I think. But also, as I start, like I am starting to dip my toes into the planning process of everything, and I can definitely see how things can continue to grow. Yeah, so we'll see how it goes. I plan on making my dress. That is like my number one thing that I want to do for this wedding, is I want to make my dress. I don't exactly know what I want yet dress wise. Like I have a little bit of an idea, but I will definitely be recording and documenting the process of making my wedding dress, because I think that that's super special. And yeah, so that's all that, and that's all very exciting. And I'm entering my bridal era, which is like so exciting to say. And yeah, I'm very, very excited. We are both very, very excited. Here's the ring if you want to see it up close. I am obsessed with it. And look at my nails, my disco nails from New Year's. But Yeah, so this is the ring. It's kind of crooked. Look at her. I could go into detail about the ring. There's a little bit of a story behind it, but I'm not going to get into that in this video. It will maybe be a little bit of a later thing that I touch on, perhaps during my little wedding series if I decide to do that. Okay, next on the docket is my December knits overview. Oh my gosh, I actually don't have really anything to physically show you because December was dedicated to gift knitting, and I got ridiculously fast at knitting socks. Specifically, my favorite sock pattern, I think I actually spoke about it in my last video. I know I did, but it's the Thicksgiving Socks by Summer Lee Knits. They're my favorite. It's my tried and true sock pattern. They're thick and cozy and just like a joy to knit. They knit up quickly. I always do the ribbed ones, and like I have it down. I have it down now. And I actually might make myself a pair, because the pair that I made myself like a few years ago, they shrunk. They shrunk because they were put in the dryer, which was very sad, but that's okay. Yeah, so I might make myself a pair in the new year, but as far as what I knit in December, I'll put pictures because I did take pictures of everything, and I actually do have Dexter's pair around here somewhere, but I made my mom a pair of Thicksgiving socks. I made my stepdad a pair of Thicksgiving socks. Dexter got a pair. I also made a pair for my Secret Santa, which I showed you guys last time. And then the rest of what I knit, I actually did on a Centro knitting machine, and I made like toques / beanies for basically everybody in my family. They are just, it was a lifesaver. I don't think I would have been able to like knit up that many things in such a short amount of time, because I wasn't expecting to knit everybody gifts. But then I got the Centro and I was like, you know what, this is great. I'm just gonna do this. And it actually used up a decent amount of my stash that has been like sitting there for freaking ever. I think I made probably like 10 or 12 beanies. I've also, I think, perfected like those on the Centro. And I made friends of ours, like they have, our friends are Dexter and I as a couple have like another couple that's like our best couple friends. And they have 3 kiddos. So I made all 3 kids Santa hats on the Centro as well. And yeah, it all worked out. So that's actually all that I knit in December. And now I'm left with a singular work in progress, which you may be able to guess what it is, but I was working on it last night. I have it right here next to me. And this here is my mystery knit along shawl from Stephen West, the Geo Gradient shawl. And I am so freaking far. I'm on clue 3, but this is as far as I've gotten. Last time I didn't actually share with you what the colors were that I'm using, and I can do that today. I have them pulled up here on my other monitor. But yes, so this is as far as I've gotten into clue 3, starting here. I feel like I keep on catching myself counting to 5 stitches instead of 4 for the floats. So it might be a little bit off, but I don't care. I'm not going back. This is it feels like it's taking forever. Hopefully I will finish this side of it today, so then I can move on to the other side. But here, if I back up a little bit, you can see that this is where we're at so far. So we're getting there. I really wish that I had done this, my like accent pop of, what's it called? The pop of mohair and this colorway. I wish I had done that in this section too, but it's fine, whatever. I love these colors together. It's like so just neutral and like nice. I don't know, but I do like how it's knitting up. I am excited for it to be over. I definitely liked last year's knit along better than this year, and that's not just because of all the knit along drama that happened this time around. If you know, you know. I'm not gonna get into it, but for you guys wondering what the colors I'm using are, so this is my color A. Also, I got this tip from Not a Lazy Susan, formerly known as Knitlib. She puts these little tags on her yarn, and for me, I put color A on one side so that I remember which is which, and also the brand and colorway. I almost forgot the word colorway. On these little tags that I got off of Amazon for like, I think I got like 1,000 of them for like $10. Anyway, so here's the first one. This is Madeline Tosh Merino Light in Optic. I really, really love the speckle. Unfortunately, the speckle does not show up super prominently in the actual knit up piece. Okay, color B is this one. It's like a sage color. This one is also Madeline Tosh Merino Light in the colorway Time. Just a really nice soft green color. I am on like such a green kick right now. Oh, I'm using color C at the moment. That's this color. This is Malabrigo. I don't know if I'm saying that right. I feel like I'm saying it okay. Malabrigo Sock in Frank Ochre. I freaking love this color right now. Like socks like this together. That'll be so good. And color D is another Madeline Tosh Merino Light, and this is the color Joshua Tree. This is a single ply, and actually this one is also a single ply. The Time and the Frank Ochre are 2 ply. This one is a single. Joshua Tree, just a beautiful dark green. I will have a lot of this one left over because I'm also using this pairing. So every other time I do a round, I switch out the dark green for this combo, which I will tell you about in a second. So I will have a lot of this one left over. So socks probably will be incoming with this guy. And then yeah, my color E, which has been my like alternate color, accent color, has been holding Hedgehog Fibers sock yarn in Clay, which is this one, with a strand of mohair. Now this I believe is knitting for, I know it's knitting for Olive. I believe it's Copper is the colorway. Yeah, so here's another ball of it. This is knitting for Olive in their soft silk mohair, and the colorway is Copper. So that's what I've been using for this. And I freaking love this combo. These go together so well. Like the lighting right here is kind of funky, but in person it is so nice. So freaking nice. Yeah, so that's what I've been doing to add a little bit of floof to my project, and so far it's going pretty well. Obviously I still have one more clue to go, but that is the yarn that I'm using for this, which is very nice and I love it. And I'm keeping my project in my original Bustani basket. When I say original, I mean this is the first one that I got. Now I have that bigger one as well, which has a crap ton of stuff in it at the moment. I really need to like sort through. I really need to sort through a lot of things. But yes, so that is my only work in progress right now, and I really, really, really want to finish it. Just because, you know, it is a mystery knit along that's supposed to happen in October. And I'm ready to move on to my next thing. I have a couple other works in progress that are not knitting focused. One thing, which is kind of, I wouldn't want to say silly, it's a little bit silly, but I recently introduced myself to the world of diamond painting, and when I just need to like turn my brain off, it's nice to be doing something that is still like kind of creative and using my hands, but I don't have to think about it. I just need to place the gems where they go. I think it's the same kind of idea as like, yeah, like a paint by numbers, which I've also done paint by numbers. However, I am firstly not the best at managing my paint. I usually run out of at least one color because those pots are so little and tiny. And also I am quite a mess. I make a mess very easily. So paint gets everywhere, and diamonds, the little drills that are used for the diamond paintings also get everywhere, but they don't like dry to stuff. I can just like sweep those away. So I recently got into diamond painting. I started my first big one on New Year's Eve, and it's a landscape of like 2 palm trees. And I just got that at Michael's, but now I'm starting to look into like the Diamond Art Club and like things on Etsy and stuff. And there are some really freaking cool diamond paintings. So I'm excited to like get into that. Perhaps I'm actually thinking of doing like a diamond painting stream. I really like doing those streams where it's like chill vibes, just hanging out, doing some diamond painting. However, I do want to get a second webcam for that so that I can have one facing my work and one facing me. Just because I think that it's a little bit more interesting when you can actually see the person doing the thing. Anyway, that's another story for another time. This here was the first diamond painting that I've ever done, and the only one that I've actually completed so far. And I got this at the dollar store, which for $3, which I thought was a really good deal. Look at how shiny it is. I just think it's so cool. I was like, okay, the cheapest one at Michael's that I saw was like $17 or $18, which is like still really decently priced, but I didn't love the design at all. And I'm like, you know what, if I'm gonna do that, I may as well just like order one on Amazon if I want to try it. One of the gems just fell off. Let me just toss it right back. There we go. Stuck back down. But then I was at the dollar store getting some stuff for Christmas, and I noticed they had little ones. So I'm like, you know what? $3, I could try it and see if I like it. And I started this, and I did not stop until I had finished it. It literally took me all day because I was a slow learner apparently for how to stick them down and stuff, because there's like different techniques you can use anyway. But yeah, I started and I literally didn't stop. It took me probably like 6 or 7 hours. And I was like, okay, I do really like this. So, oh, and another gem fell off. This is what you get for a $3 diamond painting, by the way. The gems come off. Hello, go back into your little spot, please. Which leads me to my next little project thing. Now, this particular one I'm going to show you is not a work in progress anymore. It is a finished object. It's not knitting, however, but it coincides with a new craft that I am starting to get into, and it has a purpose more than just like a craft to get into, because I want to include this element on my wedding dress, and that is embroidery by hand. So I got this tiny little guy from Michael's. Oh my gosh, the camera is shitty, so it's not. Yeah, you can kind of see it. This is the first time I've ever done embroidery, so I'm not mad at it. The back is a freaking disaster, so we're just gonna ignore that. But this is my first attempt at embroidery. This was just, yeah, like a little kit from Michael's. I got another one that's a bit bigger that has a few different kinds of flowers. I really like how this turned out, and I'm just gonna have it like hanging on my wall, I think. But I decided to do this as like a test to see like, okay, is this something that I can actually see myself enjoying the process of? Because I do really love this element on a wedding dress. Obviously it would be like white on white, or like maybe with like a little bit of gold. But also I was looking at Pinterest and I saw these veils that had like colorful flowers embroidered on the bottom. And embroidering on like a tulle is, I feel like, a whole different beast. I'm obviously not there yet because this is what it looks like on the back. But we're gonna get there. So embroidery is another thing that I am delving into this year. So if you have any tips on embroidery, please let me know down below. Would love to hear them. Only know is that this was very fun, and I quite enjoyed the process of it, and I could see myself doing something like this on my wedding dress. And obviously not like these flowers, but I'm thinking a lot more like vines and like tiny little roses throughout. So we'll see. I don't know. I definitely want enough practice before I do it on the actual garment, obviously. And also, yeah, I want to like see if I could do like, if I could make my own appliques. I don't know. We'll see. We're just in the beginning brainstorming phase. Anyway, what are my plans for 2024? Project plans and what to expect on this channel. As far as what to expect on this channel, don't expect anything. I think that that's just going to be like the best policy, because clearly when I give myself like a little bit of pressure, at least right now with this, I shut down. So, and I don't want to do it. So I'm taking away all the pressure, and it's just going to be a chill time over here. And I think that that is how I'm going to keep it for now, like officially. But I do want to give myself a bit of an outline. My goal is to upload here once a week. We're going to get videos when we get videos, and we're going to not get videos when we don't. And I know that like having a set schedule and like telling your audience like when what your plans are and like when they can expect you is like really good for like your engagement and whatnot. I just can't handle that right now, clearly, because I have a lot of stuff to work on up here. So I'm taking away that pressure. You can probably expect an upload once a week. And we're gonna see how that goes. As far as what we talk about here, obviously my works in progress, finished objects, things like that with the crafting world. Excuse me. Updates on my current crafting. Then I also have my wellness and like lifestyle stuff that I want to focus on. Those will probably be different episodes. I don't know. Maybe let me know down below. Do you prefer having like a crafting podcast or like knitting podcast separately from lifestyle content and like wellness stuff? Or do you like having these like bigger updates of everything all together? Because I'm kind of good either way. So there's that. Obviously, you know, I have a wedding coming up now. And I have a lot of fun things happening this year. We're planning on doing a bit of traveling, and it's just going to be, I can't wait to like get into more details with you guys, but I don't want to jinx anything yet. But yeah, I just can't wait to like share, because this year is going to be really freaking cool and exciting. So I have a lot to look forward to. However, my health has not been the best lately. Like the last year, like 2023 was really hard on my health. So I'm working super duper hard this year to get back into the swing of things health wise, because I literally cannot continue down the path that I've been continuing down. I will die. So, not to be dramatic, but it'll happen. So, health is a big focus. Health and wellness is a huge focus for me this year. And yes, as far as projects go, obviously I want to finish this freaking shawl. I plan on doing this coming year's mystery knit along shawl, but that doesn't happen until October. I have, you can see all my yarn here. This here, this yellow has been allocated for a Waves of Change jacket that I would really like to start on. I might cast it on before I finish this, just because I want to have two things going at a time. And yeah. Oh, also I will put a progress keeper on this here, so that next week when I go over my progress, we can see how much I knit. Same goes, well, that'll be a new cast on if I do that. I also have yarn to knit Christmas stockings for Dex and I, which, I mean, like, my plan was to do it this year or last year, but it never ended up happening because I was working so hard on that sweater, which, by the way, I got a picture of Sam wearing it, which I'll put here. But yes, so unfortunately our Christmas stockings have to wait another year, but the ones that we've been using for the last few years are like literally made of felt from like the dollar store, and they are falling apart. So Christmas stockings need to happen. I might actually cast on that instead of my Waves of Change jacket just yet, because I'm still kind of in like a festive mood, even though we're in the new year now. So perhaps that's what I do. Maybe I do one now, one later. I don't know. We'll see. Other than the Waves of Change jacket, I do want to knit like more garments this year, not just like socks or like shawls, but garments, which will be really nice. I haven't knit myself a sweater or a cardigan in like probably 2 years now. And also I bought a few patterns for like a dog sweater, which will be really cute to knit. And also I want to make Dexter a sweater, which will probably happen at some point this year. Stash busting is a huge thing for me this time around, so I want to clear my shelves so that I can make room for new. I refuse to let myself get more yarn than fits on these shelves. But that is kind of the plan for 2024. I'm super duper excited and looking forward to all of the growth. Sorry, I had an itch. I'm super, super excited and looking forward to all the growth that I see this year. I feel it. I know that it's like coming for me. This is, you know, they say that 2024 is the year of abundance because all of the numbers add up to 8. And 8 is a number of abundance, and it's just, I can feel it. I'm so excited. I can't wait to like learn more things and just like grow. That's the only way that I can put it. Oh, also, I know that some people like choose a word of the year. My word for 2024 is worthy, because I am worthy of all this growth. I am worthy of seeing success. I'm worthy of doing the things that I've always wanted to do. And I am worthy of seeing the results I want to see in my life. And that is like my positive affirmations for myself this year, because your girl has not been doing that, and I have felt very the opposite of that. I was gonna say worthless, which like feels like an extreme word, but it is kind of the truth. I have not felt worthy of any of those things, and I know that that is just up here. That's not my reality. That is my brain telling me a freaking lie. Out of fear. So we're working on that this year. Anyway, I have rambled on enough. I'm not going to apologize for not doing Vlogmas because I refuse to. I am going to post when I want to post, what I want to post, and I need to remember to just keep telling myself that, and also to remember to just do it messy. Thank you guys so much for all of the freaking love on the last one. Not so much in the comments, but like I had people messaging me like on Instagram and stuff saying that they like missed my videos, which was really, really sweet, and I appreciate that very much. And your girl is getting married, so I'm just very excited and a little bit frazzled. So I'm gonna leave this here, and I will see you guys in the next one, and I hope you all have a fantastic start to your 2024. Love you guys. Bye.